Okay, let me see. First things first, hopefully. Oh yeah, go to YouTube. What am I doing? It's getting complicated. What? No. Well, let's turn the volume off. Let's turn the volume off. Is that better? Hi, Simple. How are you? I'm trying to get my crap together here. Give me a moment. I hope you're having a good day. Good. Actually, it's been busy. I've been doing, well, you know, I've always been talking about trying to get my workshops out and stuff. I finally have my first paid one, like where people can book tickets. It's only, it's $25 each. And it's not until the 22nd of June, but it's on the Alchemy of Motion, which I talk about all the time here. But it's kind of an introduction, local. I'll be creating a couple posts about it. Also, I gotta do. Simple says hi, Grace. You wanna come say hi? She says no. I just got home. She's over there. Just wave. They can see you. Just wave. Just go. Hi. There you go. Cheater. That's so funny. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. Got a lot going on. And now, so I created the event. I have it all set up, which is very cool. Now I just got to get it promoted out there. And I'm still trying to keep them small. Like 25 seats is max, which I think is reasonable. I'm trying to find my post here. What day are we? 14th? Is it the 14th? 13th, right? My God, this month has flown by. We're like mid-month and it feels like it just started yesterday. I don't know. That should tell you how busy I always am. And it's kind of nice because when I do these lives, I get to be a little more free and hang out. How have you been doing? Yeah, 13. Eventually I do get my crap together, I swear. Oh, who's calling me now? Oh, this is British Columbia. All right, give me 1 sec. I have to answer this. Sorry, guys. Maybe. Hello. This is Tiffany. Okay. Yes, I do. Yep. You gotta give me 1 minute. So, okay. Hold on 1 sec. Hi guys, give me just 1 minute. I'm literally live on my. Grace, go say hi to everybody. I'm live on my YouTube right now. I don't want to give personal information. Yeah, I was just advertising. It's okay. Go say hi over there. Shit, my daughter. Okay, just the immediate personal healing, all kinds of stuff. Showing up. Finding our patterns. Yeah. But, what is the personal stuff? Well, that's what
Hi, everybody. Yeah.
I need to get my card for it. Yeah. Sorry, guys. You got to give me 1 minute. This is an important call. I gotta find my pen. You said hi. Okay, I can sit back down. Hi, Bruno. Okay, yeah, get those chocolate chips off my desk, kiddo. Yeah, it's 778-363-7106. Okay, sorry guys, give me one more moment. V1Y683. Yep. Oh crap. Okay, it is the same. It should be. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. It's just because I'm live and there's certain. All right. Hi, comedy. Give me just 1 minute. I don't know how to mute it. Oh, good call. Simple. Thank you. Is it that one? All right. Can you hear me now? We could read lips. We'll stop reading my lips. I was just repeating their information. But, so, I do not normally take phone calls while I'm working, but this one was, oh, there, I got some light. Look, thank you. So yeah, we have been on the wait list for 3 years for a family doctor. And finally, we got the call. So it was really important. And because I've been waiting a long, long time, Grace finally got a pediatrician, which is super exciting. We're getting on the list for the ICANN assessment. Lots of good stuff. Which to most people seems like, not a big deal. But when you've been working so hard and climbing that mountain and calling and reaching out and emailing and approaching all these doctors' office and all the stuff, that small little step is actually a really big deal. 0330. Is that that was the number from yesterday? Was it yesterday? So today there's going to be some cheesy stuff. And Goga, no reading lips. How are you? I hope you're doing good. Ethereal, welcome, welcome. So before I got cut off, I got my first paid, thank you so much. I got my first paid event with Eventbrite, which will be a workshop. The tickets are $25. I'm not telling you you have to sign up, but it is there, and it's on Alchemy Emotion, which is what I talk about. So obviously I know it well. But I have it all set up. It's for the 22nd of June, and I'm pretty excited. Small steps, big accomplishments, right? So I just got that done. Then I got that surprise call, which normally I don't answer my phone at all while I'm live. But this one, I was like, oh, that's from local. I think I need to answer. And it was a good thing I did.
Mommy,
What are you doing?
Mommy, what's cooking out?
We're making tacos when we're done here. Do you need to be all on top of me to ask me that?
No, Mommy, I need to pee. Then what's the bathroom?
Yeah. You know where the bathroom is. You don't need my help for that. And yes, I appreciate you, Simple. I know you know exactly what I'm talking about when you're trying to climb that hurdle. That is your baby Wooka. I never thought to mute it. See, like, those are the things when your brain's working, you're like, I could have just did that, but again, still new to this. Today I also have to make, my this little video that just says what I do, and of course I closed out the thing that says what I do for my website. Thank you. I know it seems like such a small thing, but man, I've been working hard to get that. So the doctor was just like the icing on top when I got my event set up. And I have a few friends here that I've been connecting with along the way that are super excited for it. So I think it's going to be really great. And it's just getting it out there, right? Because learning to find the balance between something that's impactful and helpful and also sustainable really does matter. So again, it's a constant find the balance, which is what I teach. So learning how to dream big and also do the action steps. And then also divine timing. It was just 1, 2, 3, 4 as I said that. The right times, the right connections, the right people. And sometimes it's just doing it the right way instead of waiting for all of the... It's not to say that you can't do it, but when you're looking at a lot of these community organizations, there's a lot of red tape and a lot of things. And it's not to say that it's not happening behind the scenes, but aligning with them doesn't mean that I have to do everything for them. So I don't need to wait on that. And I guess that was a struggle that I was kind of dealing with. Like, am I doing the wrong thing if I do it on my own, or do I need to wait for this red tape? And I think mentally there was something in my brain that just said, wait a minute, you're your own business, you're doing your own thing. So you should just do your own thing. And then as they decide to get involved, because you've been approaching it and doing all the right ways. Miss Grace, don't you dare mess up my bathroom. Yeah, she's 7. She's not sure if she's going to make it to see 8. It is a question every single day. And if you saw her room, you would understand why. But yeah, it is learning to find the balance. And I know when we're trying to build something and we're manifesting these things that we're not sure how to, we have the great ideas, we have all the things, and when you're doing the research, you know, sometimes it's hard to get the balance out there. So finally I just said, you know what, I'm gonna do it this way, and it allowed me to create the event. And I emailed a couple friends immediately, and they were like, oh, I'm signing up right away. So I shouldn't say friends, acquaintances, but very, very good people. And so I think that I was holding myself back, which is a lesson all in itself, okay? Sometimes we have to give ourselves permission. And I know that sounds kind of silly, but like, I come on YouTube every day. Even before, if I didn't come every day, every time I come on to teach something, to share something, to grow, and to empower you to do what you need to do in what works for you. Yet at the same time, sometimes I hold myself back. So, because I have all these ideas, and then it's like, well, how do I reel them in? Or maybe I don't have to reel them in. Maybe I just have to find the pathway for each one. And if there isn't one yet, then it's okay to create one. And we're all doing that in our own right. whether it's a podcast, whether it's our Sunday service, whether it's our comedy shorts, whatever it is, we're getting our thing, we're getting it out there in what works for us, right? We're having fun. I updated my website. It's not fully updated, but all the important stuff I made it, I think, easier to navigate. I got to make a video, so today might be blooper day. If we're going all out doing the weird things, we might as well. I had a couple of people, because I post a lot of these to my TikTok too. Oh, by the way, my TikTok, I have not been on there in a while. I shouldn't say on there in a while, but like I'll pop in or whatever, and I'll check my notifications when they get too much. But I went from 6,000 subscribers or followers, I don't know what they're called on TikTok, to almost 8,000. And I haven't even been on there, so that's kind of interesting. I like that. That means there is movement. You hear that? That's my washing machine. We're not upgrading this year. We're working with what we got until we can afford upgrade. But I apologize. And Grace keeps hugging her cat, and life moves on. And this is life. But yeah, along the way, I like to kind of have a laugh at it because the way things feel so hard sometimes. They really feel hard because you have like this passion, this drive, this thing that you want to do, all of these things that you want to do, and none of them are less valid than the other. But then when you're trying to figure it out, there's something at least in my brain, and I know if it happens in my brain, which company, well, I don't even know. I think it's a Whirlpool. Which, by the way, they used to be top notch, but after, I don't know, the last 10 years or something, everything went downhill. No offense, Whirlpool, it's not, I understand why. Everyone needs to spend more money. They want to sell more. But yeah, it is definitely on its way out, I think, because this is the second time I've done laundry and it's got like that. So it's probably about to die. But that is not a problem for today. One thing I've learned is you roll with the punches, right? And I think part of the message today, because again, like when I come on here, I don't start with all of these things unless it's scheduled, and because I promise to be kind of, keep it simple, I think the message is learn to give yourself permission, right? Like when you're doing all the work, yeah, there's bureaucracy. Yeah, there's red tape with this and getting in there. And yes, you can make the highest impact there. You really have the opportunity to make a huge impact. But does that take away from your ability to do it in your own right? So I think it's learning to give yourself permission. If there's something that you're thinking about doing and you're worried if people are going to align, if they're going to do it the right way, don't be afraid to step out and also do it on your own. And I think what's going to end up happening, at least in my brain, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. And while I'm applying with the other people, I appreciate you. Thank you for the like. And everybody else, as it applies, why is my volume turning on? My computer, everything just does what it wants right now. I don't know if it's the internet. It's storming, so it could be that too. But yeah, it's just learning to give yourself permission, finding your own pathway, and understanding that you can still have this pathway while doing all the others, and eventually they will connect, right? So I'm still doing the red tape. I'm still applying at the places. Imran. I-M-R-A-N. I can see it. Right? I remember. What's my name? Do you remember my name? Don't make me start questioning you. To be fair, I don't usually know my own name most of the time. It's still going. I thought, see, what are you worried about? So yeah, today's little message of the day is never forget to give yourself permission. You don't need permission from the whole world. You just need permission from yourself. And you are correct. My name is Tiffany. yeah, don't be afraid to step out, and it was good. I got a lot of things done. I've already, so on the workshop scale, I've created a 4-part Alchemy Emotion series. Um, and then I created, it's actually, I guess, technically a 5-part because there's the intro one, which is the one that I'm starting with, um, which does a basic rundown of the steps, how to pause, breathe, choose, move, right? That's the best way. That's my program. That's how I teach it. Um, and then I have a 6-part business accountability series. I have a lot of workshops I created. I have a lot of programs I created. But finally, I'm getting movement. I'm not waiting for all these people, places, and things. And it's kind of nice. Things are moving, even in the background, even when you don't think they are. Just like my TikTok. I post, like, some of my shorts and stuff when I clip from here, I post to my TikTok also. And that's why I mentioned it, right? I went from like 6,000 to almost 8,000, not even being there. So even even when you think things maybe aren't moving exactly the way they're supposed to be, don't just give up on it. Don't get discouraged because like I happened on to my TikTok. It wasn't even on purpose. I clicked a notification. I was trying to click something else, and it took me there to my profile, and that's where I found out I had like 8,000 subscribers, which is fantastic, right? Or followers. I don't know what they're called there, but it was all happening in the background. I was focused on the other things that I'm building. I was focused on personal stuff, the doctors and all that kind of stuff, and volunteering with the school, all those things. So I forgot all about it. I knew what I wanted. I know what my goal is to build all this stuff up. Just like my goal here, 500 subscribers at the end of 30 days. Whether I make it or not, it doesn't matter. It's building in the background. I'm going up a couple every day, even after I'm off here. So I guess the best way to do this message is when we think about it, we just have to understand just keep moving forward. Don't get stuck on the how sometimes. There's always a pathway, and it's okay if not every pathway is 1,000% perfect. Um, all of the community ones, yeah, maybe it's a little tougher because there's red tape and it takes proof and you gotta just get in the door, which sucks because when you're doing the right thing, getting through that doorway can be really tricky. It will. It will. Right now, the biggest thing when you're building a business is learning how you balance impact and sustainability, right? And it's fine. It's something that we have to learn along the way. But as long as you're following your passion and as long as you're doing the things that you love, like I'm going to create some nice flyers and stuff and we'll post them up. I have my program and all that other stuff. And things are moving slowly, but they're moving. So just don't be discouraged. Don't think, we all think we're going to start a business and we're going to have like 100 customers right away and everything's going to be amazing. And it's, everyone, that's the dream, right? Like everyone wants to make all this money. But when you're running a business that is, you're starting from scratch, you're starting from nothing, and you're building something out of nothing, and you have to be frugal with it, there comes a time where you start to realize, sure, I could be doing really well right now if I spent thousands and thousands on advertising, but we can't all do that, right? So when we learn to be realistic and set our expectations um, to be real and understand, yes, we have to put in a little more work, it also means when things start to come together, it's that much more satisfying. It's that much more validating, and it's that much more special. So, and I'm getting a little bit sick. I think it's the AC to the hot to the cold and all that, but just that time of year. But my sinuses are driving me bonkers. But it is what it is. But yeah. Oh, that's what I forgot. See, I got sidetracked already. I want to. Where is it? I have to do this like clip for my website, and it's got a script. And this thing is gonna be so hard. And I look like crap. Maybe I should. Maybe I won't do it today because I look like crap. I'll put on a nice shirt instead of a hoodie. I'll look a little more professional. When I come on here, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. But for my website, I probably shouldn't have red nose and baggy eyes. It is what it is, right? I should. When I come on here, I'm hanging out. I'm saying what it is. I'm doing the thing. But my business. If I want it to be on there, I want it to look professional. This is me, so it's not going to be that much better with the thing. But when you're sniffling and not sounding great, maybe it's not the time to record a video. And it's not the time to record a video that's going to go on your website forever. So maybe not forever, but for a while. So maybe I'll skip that for today. I figure. Plus, it's raining. It was windy. It was really cold and yucky. So yeah, I'll put that off on another day, I think. See, sometimes you have to think things out and go, is it worth it? Is the result going to be good? Probably not. Just like I was going through some grant things, because yes, if I want to get this business out there and I want to do the things I want to do, sometimes you need help. And by the way, when you get approved for grants, it's not even so much the money. It's a lot of times the networking, the connections, the inspiration, and the validation. Because when companies, when you win grants like that, they see your vision, right? Which is so important. And I put out some applications, but I'm also, I'm trying to make them the most aligned ones, right? For what I'm trying to do. But eventually it's going to be pretty amazing. So yeah, everyone's gonna, hopefully y'all check out my website. I've updated it. I want to update the Healing Hub. So maybe we can do a drop-down menu or something because there's a lot of information. I'm also contemplating doing a written blog there, like maybe once a week. Or once a month maybe, I'm not sure. Do a monthly blog, add it to the newsletter. Which, by the way, if you're interested, you can go on my website, creativelyguided.ca, and sign up. There's a form right there to sign up for the monthly newsletter. I don't send out 100 emails unless there's some amazing event, which so far has not happened. It's usually once a month, and I like to give you the advance notice of what's going on. So yeah, it's always lots of planning, lots of everything. When you run a business, it's not just one thing, and it's a lot of outreach, and it's a lot of trial and error. It's a lot of the door shut in your face, but you can't even be frustrated about it because that's still a network. And if you can't be mad at them because they're not doing it because they don't like you. They're not doing it because there's this that has to happen and this that has to happen and all these other things. So if you get mad, then you lose out, right? Keep those connections open because even if something doesn't work out perfectly, they're going to remember you. And when something comes up, oh, I remember, this lady's doing this and this and this. You should check her out, right? So, and that's just not in my instance. That's in everybody's instance. You always want to, you're your own business. You're your own brand. So you want to present yourself to the best possible way. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be human, but do it with your best intent, right? Are you okay over there? She's excited to make tacos, but we're being lazy today. And if questions come in, I will do them. What? Grace is always loving her cat. I also have to, my friend Jody, I'm going to pull 2 cards for her because she asked me to do it, and then I'm going to have to clip it and send it to her. But since I'm live, I might as well do it. Oh, my nose. I cannot. I'm not even sick. It's just that, like, agitation. You know when your nose is agitated? You feel stuffed up. You don't get to breathe properly. It's yucky. But summer's coming, so we have to be happy. All right. Let me do this one and this one. I told her she should pop in, but I know she works really late, so she might not be able to. But I promised her I would, so I will, and then I'll clip it and I'll post it to her. I'll email it to her. We can do that. Okay, I will leave now. Take care. Have a good day. Oh, yeah, it's late there, eh? Get some sleep. I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care. All right. Oh, hold on. Give me one more. Self-care, yep. Okay. So I'm going to mark it down too before I forget. What is that? So let's say at 32 minutes. Jody. Okay. All right, so I'm going to pull for you, Jody. I'm going to pull one self-care, a work your light, and an angel number. For Jody, for her to look forward, show up, what's going on in her life, how can we help her get grounded, be more grateful, and show up with more self-love and self-care. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. I hope you have a great day tomorrow. All right. Jody, this one's for you. In the whole universe, this one and only place is the sole place which you have made your very own. Repeat this mantra throughout your day. My body is a miracle and a mystery, supporting all that I am. Repeat it day in and day out, all the time. Be thankful for it. Your body is your temple, right? And when we start taking those extra steps for ourselves and showing up with self-love and self-care, we don't have to keep up with the Joneses. We don't have to be perfect. We don't have to be any of those things. We just have to love ourselves and say, what would make me feel most happy? What would make my body feel most happy? What makes my body feel better and more willing to show up for me? Less aches, less pains. Is there something that I can do to offset that? Putting my feet up at the end of the day, having a bubble bath and relaxing and dreaming. What may it be? All right. Can I have a work your light for Jody? Something she can focus on, maneuver, lean towards, action step to help get grounded and benefit her moving forward. Just one, please. Oh, you almost gave it to me. That's the one. Don't dim to fit in. Oh, and that makes sense. Because, Jody, you already know I know you. Yes, it's been a few years since we hung out. Many, many years. But we were besties for a long, long time.
Bacon chips with? Say they live with people who want to bring them home.
Bacon chips live with people who want to bring them home. That's true.
And we wanted to bring them home.
Yes, yes, but we have to go to the store to get them, but we're not doing that right now. Mama's working. We'll look for them tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Friday when we go shopping.
At where?
At the grocery store. Oh, yeah, your dollar store. You like the dollar store. Okay, let me read this, please, for Jody. We got to try and stay under 10 minutes if I'm going to post it for her. Don't dim to fit in. Angel number 42. There's a message in that, so look that up also if you like homework, Jody. But this one's for you. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Don't dim your light to accommodate someone else's smallness. We are all born to shine big and bright. The universe is expanding, and you are part of the universe, so expanding is part of your nature. If someone makes you want to retract, notice and slowly back away. They are not for you, and you are not for them. Better yet, find it within yourself to expand and shine your light anyway. Flowers don't open and close according to who is walking by. They open and show their beauty regardless. If others don't want to be around you or you make them uncomfortable, it's because you are shining light on the fact that they are dimming to fit in. By choosing to shine bright, you may just inspire them to turn on their light too. Or not. Keep your light on anyway. All relationships are essentially an energetic agreement. The moment one person decides to start rising up and allowing their light to shine, it changes the energetic agreement and can create some waves. That's completely normal. The relationships that are meant to last will adapt to the change in energy. Others won't because they are likely born under the proviso of I love you as long as you don't shine brighter than me. That's okay. Not all people are meant to be in your life forever, but the lessons they teach us can still live on. How are you dimming your light to fit in? And I always remember you being big and bright and happy and just full of joy and happiness. So anywhere where you're feeling small, um, don't let it beat you up. A lot of times people are jealous of that and they don't even know why, first of all. So it's not like they're outwardly being jealous on purpose. It's because they don't understand and you're bringing up emotions in them that they're not sure how to adjust to or understand in their own right. And that's not a bad thing. It's absolutely not a bad thing. But when you understand that, you learn how to not pick up what they're putting down, right? It's like people can throw things at you, but the only time it's going to affect you is when you actually pick it up, right? So learning to let it go and just be yourself. Don't let anyone take your shine. Your shine is the most important thing in this world. And that mantra, my body is a miracle and a mystery, supporting all that I am. It's beautiful. And I'll give you a secret, what I do all the time. This is the one. Look, 8888. Oh, by the way, this is like my favorite number of all of the cards. Is personal power. Abundance, prosperity, strength, harmony, confidence, wealth, empowerment, and epic romance. All that is good and pleasant in your life is about to multiply. Angels are sending this number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being that lie ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use your personal power for the greater good. Don't dim your light to fit in. Your personal power is what makes you who you are. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate all of the good you've been putting out. Check yourself where things you could do better. Don't judge yourself. Check yourself. Is there something I could do a little bit better? Could I add something to what's going on that's going to make me feel better? Whether it's exercise, changing your eating habit, whether it's a mindset. I can't do this, I can't do that. It doesn't always have to be all these things, but if you can pick one, maybe it's adding an affirmation to your day. You again. Jacek, welcome. You again. Actually, I'll be right back. I gotta go help my kid. But welcome, welcome. If you like and you want to stick around, I'll pull a card for you. Good luck with what? I don't. Oh, I forgot to cut it off at the time, but it doesn't matter. I can just clip it out. I pulled that one for Jody. Good luck with what? You want me to pull a card for you, or good luck? I am good luck. I'm walking good luck. Anyways, I was talking about, before I did the thing for Jody, I was talking about my website. I was talking about the workshops that I pulled up, that I finally have going. I'll have an advertisement up for it probably this evening. The event is posted on Eventbrite. So exciting. And slowly but surely things are happening, which is fantastic. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Actually, I got a better card for you. I'll pull one of these and let's see what we get. What is your day going? What is it? King of Wands. How is my day going? My day's fantastic. How's your day going? I'm going to pull a card for you. You got two right away. Patience. New job, self-employment, building business, trade, reputation, craftsmanship, quality, master, expertise, hard work, commitment, dedication. So you've been working on something, which is very cool. You've had a great day. That's fantastic. And then gifts, generosity, charity, which is all, the 6 of Pentacles. So, 7 of Pentacles. Sorry, I can't count. 6 and 7 of Pentacles. Apparently I can't count. So you've been putting in hard work into something, and it's going to start paying off. Things are going to start being reciprocated. Look at the bottom of the deck, the sun. Absolutely, it's going to start being reciprocated back, which is fantastic. I just heard a girl. You did? Like a kid? Here? Would be my daughter, maybe?
My kitty fell on.
Oh my goodness. Go pick her up. Don't leave her on the ground. That is mom life. When I come on here.
You want to hold her heart.
Yeah, you should treat her with love.
But what? Do I want to hurt her heart?
No, you don't want to hurt her heart.
Then what do I want to do? Say you want to treat her with...
Why are you telling me what I should tell you what you want to do when you already know?
You want to make her happy.
So anyways, this is mom life. And it used to be, here's the thing, when I first came on here, when I do my workshops and stuff, it's much more professional. But when I come on here, before I was trying really hard to do it that way, and then there comes a time where you have to be realistic too, right? When you're doing lives and you're a mom and you're a single mom, you don't have a lot of leeway there. The kid's going to be there. She's going to pop in, and, you know, she's not the focus of any of my lives. Because she shouldn't be, because kids shouldn't be, well, in my opinion, no judgment to anybody, but they shouldn't be first and foremost in the spotlight on social media, because there's just too many creeps out there. Not saying that anybody here is one, but we all know that it happens, and I don't want to do that. But at the same time, there's other social media that was like, if she would even come in just a little bit, say she popped in like she just did, and they'd be like, you're a horrible mom because you're letting her be on there, and it was just a whole thing. 43 minutes. It's 2 hours, 2 to 4. Each day until the end of May, 2 to 4. But yeah, so it was one of those things, and I was like, what am I going to do? Right? I don't want to be stressed out over it, and I don't want to feel bad. And then I just got to the point where this is my life, my space. And when it's the professional stuff, I'm here sharing the tools and doing the things for free for people. I'm not charging money. I don't ask people for money. I have my paid programs. I have my clarity calls. Miss Grace, you have to keep the volume down there, bud. Doesn't matter. There's the boundary, and you remember what it is. So I had to make a decision, and my decision was, it's my life, it's my space, and as long as I'm sharing the information, I'm sharing it from my heart. How much is what house? This house? Like where I live? What does that mean? To be here? If you go to my workshops, how much is my house worth? I don't know. I don't own it. I only rent. But I pay over $2,000 a month, so may not sound like a lot to you, but it is. We should not be having to give up 30 or 40% of our income to just survive. Eventually, I think we can change that. It's going to take time and some red tape, but it will happen. The dream is to buy my own. Well, I should know what? What the house is worth? Who knows? The way the market changes, it could be a million one day, and it could be, 2 months later, it could be 500,000. So
Wow.
yeah, it's not up to me to know. I don't know, but I know that there's an upstairs and a downstairs. They make, probably $5,000 a month. So that's all I know. That's not my business. Some things, of all the things I have to worry about in a day, that's not my business. Trust me, when I get to a point where I can buy my own house, that'll be the first thing I do. That's my dream in this life, is to own my own property, my own space. So, and I'll get there. But until then, I'm not going to punish myself or stress out over things I have no control over. I'm going to focus on building, growing, getting my business out there, and helping other people. Because that's where my focus should be. But I pulled these two for you. They're both self-care ones, which would be helpful. My turn shall also come. I sense the spreading of a wing. Try to name something that excites you about the coming weeks. Appreciate your ability to find joy in your own dreams. Don't ever stop dreaming. It doesn't matter what you got going on. It doesn't matter what you've already built. People forget when you get to that end result, when you get to you hit the goalpost, it's okay to move it. It's okay to choose more. It's okay to find another path, to pivot, to help others. If you're at a stage where you're like, I don't really want to do anything else, well, then help empower other people, right? There's so many things that we can do that's going to actually bring us joy. There's rest periods. We have to enjoy what we've built and celebrate those spaces in our lives. But also, like, if you don't have anything to get excited about, how do we get through life? When things aren't perfect, how do we manage through those struggles? We have to have things that keep us happy and excited. I'm always planning, I'm always building, I'm always creating programs, creating workshops, creating content that will help people along the way. I'm creating a whole bunch for June, July, and August. This was my free month, so I wanted to let the stuff, because I've been very focused and almost mechanical about getting the information out, and now it's like kind of let it settle, relax, and just let it sit while I'm building into the next thing that I've been creating. So that's what I do. So it's okay to find something to get excited about and stay there, because that's where you stay in creative mode, and that's when you're happy, and that's when nothing else in this world gets complicated. Everyone forgets that Icarus also flew. Think of something you've been feeling particularly negative about recently. As an experiment, flip the switch. How could this be reframed as a positive? Repeat the positive affirmation to yourself 5 times, or as many times as it takes, until you begin to see its truth. Every lesson is a blessing, right? It's leading you to your blessing, as long as you take the knowledge and the wisdom from it. All right, give me an angel number for Jasik. Jasik? How do you say your name? Is it Jasik? All right, you got 6666, which is great blessings, self-love, boundaries, needs, positivity, wisdom, understanding, letting go, and expansion. Nurture yourself by honoring your needs, desires, and boundaries. Let go of what weighs you down and make space for meaningful experiences. Expand your spirit across all areas of your life. Embrace the big love, opportunities, or job that are about to enter your journey. Never give up on the things that you're building. And if you haven't built anything yet, start getting creative. Start doing things that inspire you.
Mom, can I help you?
There's nothing in this world that I love doing more.
Can I help you with dinner, please?
Yeah, but we still have an hour. 1 hour, and then we'll start. It's only, it's not even 3 o'clock, bud. 1 hour, and you and me can make dinner together, okay? Is that fair? Yes, embrace it. Oh, Simple, you're back. Welcome back. Okay, I want to pull a card for you. A couple cards, if you don't mind. I'm kind of having fun with it, and I pulled one for my friend Jody. I have to clip it out and send it to her on TikTok. I don't know if she's on YouTube, but she's a friend. Like I'm talking like maybe 12, 13. We've been friends for that long. Even though we've been living our own separate lives, but I mean we're always besties, and it's not a thing to keep in touch. We just went about our own lives, if that makes sense. But always there's been love there. So, but she saw one of my thing on TikTok and asked me to pull for her. So that's what got me sent down the alleyway here. So, and I guess because of your podcast and all that stuff, I think you have a lot of great things coming. So, a little motivation, a little positivity, and I don't believe it will ever hurt anybody. So, all right, can I have just give me 2 of these for the theme? What's going on for simple? We got the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles. So this is the movement card. This is also a slow moving card. This is a fast moving card. This is a slow moving card. But don't get, there's the 4 of Pentacles. Don't fear when things are starting to move slowly, people start to go, how come it's not picking up? How come it's taking time? But you see here how he's focused on the 3 spilt over cups. And then there's 2 that are behind that are still standing, and people forget that, right? So this is a message for me too. I'm claiming this because I understand what it's telling me. Everything is moving, even when you don't always see where it's going, what it's doing. Everything is moving. Okay, sometimes it seems a little slow, but we have the knowledge, we've been learning, and we have to trust that as long as we're not sitting still, we're not sitting stagnant, we're not focused on all the things that are spilt, we've learned how to pivot and keep moving forward, things are going to end up in our favor. Look, at the bottom of the deck, victory, right? As long as you know how to focus what you're doing, right? And even if you don't know how, you're not getting stuck on the way things are happening, right? When things feel stuck, finding that motivation and that self-love, just like I was saying earlier, like I was starting to get discouraged. I've been really working my butt off. I've been building my business. I've been doing all these things. And I just felt like things were not moving, right? And then I go to TikTok and find out that I'm up to almost 8,000 subscribers from 6,000. I get the doctor phone call. I get the event set up and actually active so people can buy it. I've been doing the work. I'm staying steady doing the work, and I stopped focusing on the things that weren't going right, or that felt like they weren't going right. I don't even want to say they weren't going right. The things that just didn't feel like they were moving properly, I didn't get stuck in that. I just kept moving forward, and when I finally did get those notifications, it was beneficial. And I think that's what you're doing too, because like how your podcast you're building. Are you trying to give me kisses? Hurry up. Hurry up. You're gonna, no, you can't climb on top of me because I'm pulling cards. Okay. Thank you. Oh, slobber kiss. Thank you, kid. I don't get stuck. Yeah, that's what it's saying. You don't do that. You know how to move forward. I stay positive. It all works out eventually. Right. Exactly. And that's exactly like the story time it was saying. And the reason I understood it is because I started, well, I've always known that, but it doesn't matter how much you know. Sometimes it's the reminder, right? Because I always knew that, and I've always been just working forward, and sometimes we find ourselves getting stuck in kind of the worry or the what if or all those kind of things, and it is really, it's just saying that you're not doing that. You're moving forward. You're not allowing it to get stuck, and you're trusting. You're knowing with your wisdom, your knowledge, the things that you're doing, you know how to do that. Keep moving forward. And it is coming, right? When we stay stuck on it and we allow ourselves to get stagnant, then it will obviously slow us down. But if we keep moving forward in the way that I'm sure you are doing, it's just going. It's moving right along, right? Okay, give me one self-care for simple. To help stay grounded. give a little extra love to move forward. Don't climb on me, kiddo. You're going to knock me over. Thank you for giving me kisses, but you know what happens? You bang your face because I'm shuffling, and then you're going to get a black eye. Thank you. Sorry. You're killing me, Smalls. Don't make a mess. No, we're not getting crazy today. Okay, just give me one. It's being picky like this. It wants one. There it is. One specific one, and I can always tell when it does that. It's looking for that one card. And you actually got two. You got my turn shall also come. All that shuffling, and that one came out for Jody. Not for Jody, for Jasik. But all of that shuffling, and it still came out again. Try to name something that excites you about the coming weeks. Appreciate your ability to find joy in your own dreams. I used to worry about what was oh yeah, it's overwhelming and it's heavy. And the what if, it's so funny because the what if is not even a bad thing to wonder. It's the what if negatively, right? How much can we, like when we look at anything we're doing, we can all like find a million reasons why it wouldn't work. And the people around us can find a million reasons why it wouldn't work. But what we need now is to do the what if. But what if it actually worked? What if this went perfectly? What if this, and when we're finding our people, our friends, the people we align with, those are the people we want, right? We want those people when we're getting stuck in our, oh my God, this might not work, this might not work. We have those friends that say, but what if it does? It's not that they're lying to you. It's not that they're being dishonest. None of those things. It's that, there's enough negativity and just as many reasons as it won't work, there are reasons that it will work. And sometimes we get stuck on the negative part of it. And it's good because that's a lesson. How long did it take you to learn, right? How long did it take you? And now you know it. And now even when it comes to your brain and you start to feel that worry kicking in, you catch yourself. You flip the script and you're like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm going to go with the flow. And trust me, I know I got to check myself all the time. When you're trying to build something and find balance in it, you have to, like for me personally, I have to check myself all the time because I want to keep pushing forward or go get this done. Nothing is happening in time, like in my time, my ego's timing, right? But when we get rid of the ego's timing and realize that God's gonna make it work exactly when it needs to. Yeah, exactly. But sometimes we have to remind ourselves that, right? We have to check ourselves. Me, I have to check myself all the time. Because, like, I need to do this. I need to do that. And it's like, but do you? Like, how about we focus? Like, today, I could have went all crazy down the other path doing all those things. But today, I decided to do something a little different. And then the event worked out and all these things worked out. But if I was stressed, would that have come in like that? Probably not, right? So I've learned how to train my brain, and you have too. It's very clear. I've loved the stars too truly to be fearful of the night. Send compassionate energy toward a person who has hurt you in the past. Your wounds are your greatest points of growth. And that's a lot of what I teach too, like the grief, trauma, anger, all those things, when we look at all the times we've grown in life, all the things that have actually brought us farther in our journey almost always has come from a negative moment. And sometimes it's a negative one we even created for ourselves, right? We allowed the mistreatment. I know even we didn't understand, but some of the abusive relationships I was in, I didn't understand. Like, I thought that's what it was supposed to be because that's what I came from, was that negativity, that kind of trauma and chaos and all those things. And I just assumed, well, that's just all there is, right? And because when you're stuck in that and you can't see past outside that box, really quickly it can become just like that, right? So it takes that time and learning. And those grief, even those things, sometimes we brought on ourselves, not on purpose, but just because we didn't know. Which is also why I focus so much on this. Look, mirror. This is beautiful. Mirror. Unbound. You don't hold no strings. Nothing holds you down. You focus and you're always checking in on yourself. And priestess. Simple. You already know. You've done the work. You have the inner work to match You've done the inner work and the outer work is starting to match. That's pretty impressive. I'll read the mirror one because I really like this one. But the unbound, you're not letting the pains of the past, and not just you, from your ancestors, from the people before you, and you learn, what's yours to hold, what's not to hold, and it is a process, absolutely. Um, yeah, you already know. The mirror one is really good. That's why I'm going to read it. If I can find it. It's a very pretty card. I love these cards a lot. These ones are, these are, a 44 is the mirror one. I should have known that. That is, you are lovable, you are loved, you are worthy of love, and you are protected, divinely protected. That's the meaning of angel number 44. Who or what is triggering you? The filter of your own experience is how we experience life 90% of the time. I was just talking about that. The filter, what we see, right? Through our own projections, when someone reminds us of an unhealed experience, we get triggered. Often it's an unconscious thing. People and situations can trigger our mirrors to reflect back to us what we believe to be true about life, the universe, and ourselves. Mirrors pointing to our shadow and our light, mirrors revealing the parts of us that are yet to be accepted, witnessed, or loved. This card is guiding you to look closely at what experiences or people are currently triggering in you and what they could be mirroring back to you. Now, it doesn't have to be negative. It could be positive or negative. When have you felt like this before? Could they be opportunities to heal something in you? Or are they shining a light on something that longs to be witnessed in you? Your greatness being hidden because because you feel like they're mirroring it back to you, right? Sometimes something feels like a weakness is almost always our superpower once it's understood, right? Which is, a lot of people forget that or don't even know it to begin with. This goes for the good and the bad. See, literally, the good, those who we admire and put on a pedestal, if we do not realize that we are attracted to them because we are like them, we will need to cut them down in order to rise to their level. The bad, those who we despise, are envious of, and put down. If we do not realize that they trigger something in us, then it is still yet to be healed, and we will remain hurt and wounded ourselves. Literally, what you heal, what you deal with within is going to be mirrored back to you outwardly. So who or what is triggering you? What is it in you that they are triggering? And what part of you longs to be witnessed? And the reason that aligns to me from just what I know of you is, like, look at your podcast that you're doing, right? The things that you've dealt with, you're sharing your knowledge and understanding, but you also recognize that there was a need. And when you were trying to figure it out along the way, you probably didn't have as much help as you should have had. So when you're doing the things that you're doing it to help others, right? You're trying to mirror what you've already learned and show it back to people. What are you doing? I'm wearing a diaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got the blanket wrapped around her. That's not how you wear a diaper, bud. Wearing a diaper. We're not doing that again. No way. Can I have an angel number for simple, please? Something pointing towards the future. Well, not the future. Let's do the present. We want to know what the energy is right now. Something to focus on. Something to see. Oh, there it goes. Lessons learned. Yeah, you're sharing what you know from lessons learned. And it's a beautiful thing. And that's how it mirrors back, right? And look at the people you're aligning with. The people that actually genuinely need that help too, right? So it's fantastic. So your number is 9999. Just letting go. You've already healed through it. You already understand it. You've already been through that. So what do you carry? You carry the lessons, and you let go of the grief, the sorrow, the anger, all the things, because you understand that I know how to carry the lesson. It's much lighter, and it's easier it becomes a tool, right? So culmination, results, benefits, reflection, completion, achievement, growth, and gratitude. Reflect on your achievements and the journey that led you here. This reminder encourages you to stay optimistic and keep striving forward. Striving toward your goals. Keep your momentum supported by the powers of heaven. You've accomplished great things. Now embrace the rewards you've earned. It's coming, and you're releasing all the stuff you've shared, all the stuff that you consistently share, the way you help others. You know, you take the things that you've learned first and you share outwardly. And you find a positive, you don't let the negative weigh you down, and you lead by that. You are a walking example of victory, right? You're a walking example of that. You don't get stuck or stagnant, you just keep moving forward. Yes, of course it's coming. It's coming all the way around, and it's, how do I explain that? You're not, okay, so say you're focused over here. I want to go back to that card. Hopefully I put it back in the deck, but hopefully it's not far. Give me one. There it is. Okay, so these are the lessons learned, right? And sometimes people stay focused on that, right? But from all those lessons learned, from all that grief, all that work, all that everything, when you stay focused on that, you forget you already have all this, right? You got 2 full cups. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from wisdom. And every time you move forward and every time you share, you're sharing the knowledge, right? And because you share that, you don't get stagnant. Doesn't matter. You're always slowly moving towards the end goal, and you don't look back, which is why you know you can trust that it's on the way. And that is literally the path of victory. Like, it is what it is. You don't worry about it. You just keep going. You keep moving forward. And every time you're learning a new way or finding something that works for you, what do? You share it with others, which means you're an inspiration. It means you're a teacher. It means you're here and you're meant. What do they call them? Sages? You have actual wisdom, the priestess, right? Like, literally, you're the priestess. You share what you know. You know physically things to do in the physical world, but you also know intuitively. You know up in the spirit. You know where things feel aligned. You check and you make sure it aligns, right? Head and heart, always. And that's why the guaranteed outcome is victory, right? It has to be. The universal law says so. It has to be. And the way you keep moving forward, you're already like, hey, lessons learned. I know how to pivot. I know how to add. I know how to grow. I know how to keep maneuvering. I'm resilient. I'm resourceful. I'm taking what I've learned and I'm helping other people. So the victory is, it just must be. That is. And when we stay micromanaging the universe and telling it when it has to come or what it should be doing, we actually hinder ourselves. When we can just walk in that knowing, and which is, by the way, that's my personal struggle, is I'm like, because I'm trying to do this, trying to do that, and when you do it with no validation or very little validation, sometimes it makes it hard. You have to just keep trusting, and that's where you have to check your ego at the door. And I have to do it all the time because I just want to see that it's coming to play. I want to see that things are working out. I feel like I'm in this rush, right? And not always, but there's just some days it feels more that way. And that's where we don't punish ourselves. We just have to check ourselves. Okay, but it's not our timing, right? And it's definitely important conversation, and as they grow, they change. Right. I don't even know if Grace is autistic. There's many things on there that say she's on the spectrum, but I don't have a diagnosis. But I do know that when I take some of the pathways that have been learned, some of the suggested ideas, and I apply them in my everyday life and how we maneuver and how I work with her, how I meet her to teach her, and even working with the school. Those things that you've learned and shared, the things that Simone learned and shared, there's so many out there. But the things that you guys have learned and shared, And sometimes they're just simple, simple things. And sometimes it's literally just coming back to basics, right? I can't even attempt to discipline her. I can't attempt to have any kind of boundary until I make sure I'm regulated. Also, if I feel any kind of chaos, 1000%. Like if I feel, say something was agitating me and I'm starting to get agitated, even if I'm not speaking it outwardly, if or if things get chaotic, so you can't stay completely centered. My kiddo immediately knows, and she'll come and she gets extra clingy and she gets extra really, really loud and hey, get out of them chocolate chips. Just getting some? Yeah, let me see how many you got. You're not eating that many chocolate chips, but that's just a no-go. Nice try. We make a whole batch of cookies with that. There, you can have those few. Get lost. Nice try, sneaky. You see? So we do have some daily routines. The morning we're getting good with. If anything goes out of line, but that's what I was saying. The routine for me, I try to keep it that way. But because she hasn't had a doctor and all those things, when the appointments come, they set it off, right? It's any little small change. Our routine is we make dinner together, we do dishes after, then it's bath time, things like that. In the evening, in the morning, it's get up, get ready, go to school. Summer's coming, so we have to change that routine, right? There has to be some adaptability. On the weekend, she gets as much time outside as possible. We're outside playing, but it's figuring out the balance, right? How much can I get her to do schoolwork? How much can I get her to do creative activities? They're small doses, 2-3 minutes, right? And it's the thing with her is when you do a routine, she gets really excited about something and she really likes it and you're like, yes, this is going to be good. And then as soon as you start getting settled into it, she's like, Matt, I'm not having it and I don't like it anymore. And then she melts down. So that is part of the struggle, right? So it's learning to, you got to have a routine, but you got to have a pivot point at each part of the routine. So if this doesn't go well, you got to have the if this, then that, right? I don't know if that makes sense, but the routine has to be adjustable at any given moment. Yeah, it's not. So they're like, do you have a routine? Yeah, I have the basic. This is the very basic routine, and then the best way to do it is to add things. If we take things away or subtract, like 1, 13, 13. If we subtract things, it gets very crazy. But if we just add things and then things fall away, it seems to be working as of lately. And I'm just learning pathways. I keep showing up to these workshops. I keep listening. They're 3-minute intervals. Literally, I have a timer, and I try to set it where we get to 5 minutes, and on like one activity out of 10. She doesn't like to write. She's just now starting to get the fine motor skills. Uh, like holding a pen, holding a pencil crayon, trying to draw, the pinching. It was a struggle. She didn't want to do any of that. She doesn't like the music. Sometimes she'll listen to like some of the songs, but if it's too loud or she doesn't like the beat, then she straight melts down.
But Mommy, I do have
And
to,
if it's in a class with other kids doing music, she can't handle it.
But I do have to sing and dance.
You do have to sing and dance when you sing your own music, huh? Can we wipe the chocolate off your face?
So that's why we're buying a microphone for you so you can dance and sing.
I will buy you a microphone if you're gonna sing and dance. Absolutely.
I mean, I want to sing and dance.
Okay. Well, we'll look into it on tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Friday.
Then it's gonna be my birthday one.
Well, your birthday's a ways to go. But yes, it's it's a small doses, and it just depends, and it's got to be exactly the right music. The one things that work though, when I put we've tried a keyboard. I don't have a piano yet, but The keyboard is she won't she'll play for 2 seconds. She won't go for it. But she does like the fish uh your lives. She likes the sound of the what do you call that? Like the fish tank, and she likes the floating on the yeah, she won't 2 minutes. She like she'll poke at it a couple times, then she's like, F this, I'm out of here. So it is uh-huh.
And guys, we Mom, don't forget I got her kitty too.
Grace loves her kitty. So that's actually her cat, her
Her pet.
what do you call that? Her emotional pet, which I'm glad is a toy.
Mom say,
That's how we get
Mom
her to
says
do
it's
anything
stuffy,
for her.
but she does love it.
She is a stuffy, but she does love it. That is true.
It's chewed up, but she is
So getting her
loving
to do things, like she is now finally just starting to go into music class with the students. She won't participate yet, but she will go in and sit there as long as she has her cat. So, and she participated in the last couple gyms uh, because she had her cat. So she doesn't mind the sound. She doesn't mind that sound. Sometimes, like, but also I keep the sound low. Um, even on the TV, I know it kind of sounds loud now, but it's at like volume 5 or something. I keep it low for her because even if she's watching a cartoon or something, if it gets any kind of loud, she gets really scattered and all over the place. But yeah, she likes the aquarium a lot. And sometimes I'll just play it and run it on the TV here. When she's really scattered, I'll put it on and she'll stay stuck on it for a few minutes. But the thing is with her, when she finds something that she really likes, um, you get all excited. Like you should see the toys and stuff I bought because she was excited, and I was like, well, maybe she'll play it at home, right? So I got all the stuff because we would go to like OT and stuff like that, and she'd be really into the marble track and all that, and so I bought it because I'm like, well, if she's that excited, anything that keeps her motivated, now she doesn't even touch it. The magnet tiles. She just sticks on the fridge. She uses it to put her art on the fridge. Everywhere. Like she doesn't build anything with it, but she does stick it to the fridge.
So that way it doesn't fall off.
That's right. So it doesn't fall off.
Mine is a sticky.
Yeah, magnets are sticky to the fridge, huh?
And they also stick to mine now who was sticking.
They do stick to metal. You're right.
Because
Sorry.
it has a nice pop. It has a nice
Yeah,
pop
they
to
do.
it.
I actually thought about getting her an actual fish because she wants a cat, but she's a little rough. And if you saw her toy, you would understand that maybe she held a chick actually the other day at school, and the lady had to help her hold it. But she was like, she loved it, like loved it. But she's also that kid that's so curious. She'll like reef the wing or something, trying to look at it, not meaning to do any harm, right? But even when she's trying to be gentle, see how she just kissed my shoulder? This one was nice, but sometimes she'll come dive bomb me. She almost gave me a black eye the other day because she headbutted this whole side of my face because she was trying to kiss me. She's like,
Wow, wow, wow.
sometimes gentle is not. Okay, take it nicely, please.
Grace doesn't want her kitty.
Why?
Because she treats it when she doesn't love it.
You treat her like she doesn't love it? I don't think that's true.
I do love it.
But what do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, it's a constant pathway. Creating it, it is what it is. I don't judge it anymore. I've just learned that don't get always. The only way I keep her engaged to do anything for multiple minutes at a time, I have to set up 5, 6, 7 activities, and then she'll go. Because as soon as she's done with that one, if you want her to do something along that lines, like writing or doing the straight lines to get her the pre-printing exercises, you have to have a fun game, a fun setup, and then knowing that she's gonna go off into something else, you have to have another one set up so she'll get the other one done a little bit, and it turns into a game of cat and mouse. And this at the school, she kind of has a little bit better chance because the other kids are doing it, right? So sometimes that is helpful. It will get her to do it. But with that schedule, it's just learning for summer. Who knows? Because she has really come out of her shell this year. Like this year, she's definitely more outgoing. She's willing to try new things, which she wasn't for a long time. So I'm trying to take advantage of that to the best possible way. She's finally getting some hand-eye coordination. I got the outdoor play yard, the swing set, and the slide, and the climbing thing, the balance beam, the trampoline, all that stuff, like the seesaw, all kinds of. Oh, the autism chair, the one that spins, and the emotional swing. I have all kinds of like big activity toys, and before she wouldn't go on any of them. We would go to a park, and she was like 30 seconds and then she's done. She just wanted to leave. So it was just 121:12. So now with this in the backyard, she can go 5 minutes and then. But she does have so much fun. But now she can go and like go out for 3 minutes, come back in the house, and nobody's messing with her saying, no, you've got to be out there, you got to go play or whatever. So she can come in, she'll come in for 2 minutes, then she's like, okay, I'm going back outside. And because I kind of allowed her that space where she doesn't have to feel like she's being told what to do or being pressured to do it. Now she's more apt to do it. And because she started doing that, um, she's absolutely exponentially grown when it comes to stepping out, trying new things. Her hand-eye coordination is still not like um, for writing yet, but it is getting there. The pinching movement, the want to try and do it. She's getting more empowered. So, and of course, now we have a pediatrician. Things I think are moving in the right direction. And I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But with summer, it's figuring out the new schedule because once I'm trying to slowly integrate those times, this time, right? This kind of 2 hours max for the day. And, the schedule, the cooking, the cleaning, we're picking up after ourselves, that kind of stuff for getting ready for spring break. Not spring break, summer break. Uh, because, when schedules change, they can really go, like, she can really go off the rails. And she's like, nah, I don't want no part of that. I'm going to do what I want or have these meltdowns because something's changed. So I'm trying to integrate it a little bit at a time now. So hopefully when summer comes, won't be such a harsh adjustment, if that makes sense. We'll see how it goes. But, and the only way to do it, yeah, she can't do it. She has straight meltdowns. We'll sometimes go to the park still, but now that I kind of have it in the backyard, which thank God, I'm very lucky. Many people aren't that blessed, so I took every extra penny in and made sure they're like she needs this and needs this. She needs all this extra movement and time. But I knew she wasn't getting it. She wouldn't go to the park and hang out and do those things. So. I really looked for sales. I was frugal. I put away money. I did what I had to do, but she's got it. So she's out there playing now. It's not raining anymore. But yeah, it's just one of those things like the anxiety is a big deal. And now she's actually feeling more confident. She doesn't really like to go on the playground at school either when the other kids are around. If there's no kids around, she's okay. But when they're all there, she's meltdown mode. She don't want to do it. Which is why if I incorporate things as I go, what I'm hoping is we can create the balance before summer and then, well, I think we're all doing an amazing job. When it comes to this stuff, and even when you have a diagnosis, I don't think everyone truly has a pathway because it's a spectrum for one. Like nobody is exactly the same, and A lot of it's trial and error. So when we show up and we're doing these things, when you're hearing from other moms and you're hearing from other people that are actively doing it and figuring out what works for them, doesn't mean it's going to work for everybody else, but it does mean that there's a pathway, there's some ideas, there's help, there's support, and that's the most important thing. Because there's so many parents out there that are just like, uh, struggling. And trust me, I was one of them for a long time. I didn't just literally, let's say June. No, it might have been March of last year was finally when people started listening to me when I came to her. I was uh, like, I'm doing all this stuff and I'm not getting anywhere. And obviously, I don't think that she's a bad kid. I think that we're missing the pathway. There's something missing, and I don't know how to reach her or get there or how to get her to want to learn. And everyone just ignored me and where they're like, well, she's just a kid, she's just a kid. And I'm like, no, like, yeah, but things aren't going the right way, or not the right way, but they're not going on the right path, and it's a struggle, and uh, so I must be not doing something right, and and they kept telling me that, right? So, but I'm like, man, I don't know what else I can do, right? And then finally, just last year, they started, well, yeah, a year and a half ago, they actually started looking at her and saying, okay, yeah, there's a struggle here. Then the school started saying, yeah, she's not doing this and she's not doing that, and I'm like, okay, so how do we do it? But finally, I had people backing me up because when she was younger, everyone's like, well, you're just a bad mom. You're not doing the right things, and of course that can really weigh you down, especially when you're breaking your back trying to figure out answers. So yeah, the school started backing me saying, no, there's some learning struggles here, and they helped me get her some appointments. But um, it took 3 years to get her a doctor, and she just went, pediatrician, she just finally went a month and a half ago. Mind you, she had to go to urgent care. Like, we had to do some other assessments, and it took a long time, but I had to get them to confirm. I had to get them to uh, basically say, yeah, like, she's not imagining it. There's some issues, and it's not, there are pathways that we can do to help her. Um, and I think that's when things started changing because I was so used to having to fight for what I was trying to do and the ways that I was trying to teach her and the things. I was so busy having to defend that I didn't have help and I didn't have actual pathways. I was just trial and error, which at the end of the day we all kind of are doing, right? But I just didn't have a pathway. So now I'm finally starting to get those pathways. And you can see it in how she's behaving and how much she's changed. So at the end of the day, these things that we share, when we talk about all this stuff, when we have all these moms out here sharing their stories and saying those things, uh, she's in third grade, yeah. But yeah, so didn't get diagnosed till third grade. Are you okay? Why are you choking? Are you gonna make it? You promise? Oh, come here. No, don't do that. We don't want boobies everywhere. Grossy. Grossy. No, stop. You don't want boogers on your hair, blow. A little nasty. You think you're funny? Okay, go put in the garbage, please.
No.
Why are you yelling at me?
Thank you. No.
You hear? Yeah, so what happens is when they're smart, too. So here's the thing, because I see some parents in denial or misinformed. Oh, man. Yeah, I know. There's so many. I can't even begin to tell you. And with her, the weird thing is so let's imagine a cartoon like Paw Patrol or something, right? She can literally repeat almost an entire episode word for word, something she watched like 5 months ago, and just randomly out of nowhere she will replay the whole thing. If you have certain sentences like key lines and stuff that you say as an adult, Like, boy, it's a beautiful day out there. Look at the sun shining, right? She'll remember these things. Like, you can literally look and be like, oh, that's a teacher sentence. Oh, that's a Tiffany sentence. She'll repeat it, but it will never be in the context. Like, it was snowing and just a nasty day, and she said that, oh, it's such a beautiful sunshiny day, so warm outside, and, the whole thing, and, like, it was so out of context. So it's like she can remember the stuff, but she can't, like, when you place it into actual context, that's where the struggle is, right? My school, well, not my school, her school is a struggle because right now I'm seeing a lot of medication going around, a lot of just medicate your child. And her school, at first, they told me, well, we can get you the referral for a doctor, but you have to guarantee you're going to medicate her. And I'm like, first I was so taken aback by that. I was like, what? Like, that's, what if medication isn't needed? What if there's another pathway? They're like, well, then it makes no sense to get the diagnosis. And then I'm like, okay, but how is that an actual diagnosis if you're going in with the absolute expectation of her being on meds? Like, you can't, like, that's just saying, like, okay, just give her the meds. So you want her to sit down and be quiet, but she's not going to do that because it's not how she is. Right. Medication, I don't think, is the answer. At least, like, and I'm not going to ever judge a parent, okay? But what I was upset about is some of the other parents that I know, they were told, it's this or that. If you want your kid to achieve in school, you got to do this. And unfortunately, they weren't told all of the other things. And I wholeheartedly believe in informed consent. So there has to be another pathway. There has to be all these angles. You can't just give this option or that option. There's all this other stuff, and there's all this other information that must be provided, learned, and understood before you make a decision like that on your child, right? Hi, Fairbricks. How are you? Welcome, welcome. We're just having a little mom convo right now about children, the medications, the systems. Keeping it light, though, I think. But yeah, then when the things are happening, because those medications are hard on children, they're hard on adults, first of all. Like, so, and then we're adults trying to understand our own emotional and struggles and all that stuff. And that, but we're expecting kids that age to know, understand, behave appropriately. So finding that balance is kind of out there, right? So when I was watching these struggles happen, and when they said that to me, it kind of really upset me. Obviously, that's what took us so long for the pediatrician, because I could have taken the referral and she probably would have had a pediatrician, but that pediatrician would have pushed the meds, and she's not even diagnosed yet. And at least this new pediatrician said, I'll never force you. Right. Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. I'm never going to judge a parent for making a decision what they feel is right for their child. I'm never going to judge that. At the end of the day, it's your kid. You know your kid best, right? You know how to see if it's actually helping, see if it's hindering, right? My problem was never with a parent deciding something. My problem was with, here's the situation, and they're only giving you two options. They're not giving you all the information. So as a parent, if you're trying to make an informed decision for your child, I think that it's really it's really important that you have all of the options, that you have understanding of all the things, right? I will never judge any parent for what they feel is right for their kid, because when you don't know, right, it's just not something to do. It's just not something. I see moms all the time dealing with their kids having meltdowns in the store, and I'm that mom that I'm standing there and I'll look at them, I'll be like, hey, you be nice to your mom, I kind of be the bad guy.
But my kid doesn't have meltdown at home if I buy her treats and toys.
Yeah, your cat always has treats and toys. But I do it like that, and I kind of make it funny, and usually the kid will start laughing, and mom's like, "Thank you." You know, learning how to have a little fun with it, not judging. The kid's having a meltdown. Doesn't know safe. Doesn't know safe hands. Like you're talking about people, or hands on, like it's physical with people, with other kids. We have a meltdown outside, but I wait now. Yep, me too. My oldest son, I kid you not, when we were at Walmart, he was about 2, maybe 2.5, but he was never a temper tantrum kid, but he laid down in the middle of Walmart and full on. I was like, his dad like wanted to hide. He didn't come out, and what I did, I laid down right beside him, and I started doing the same thing. And then he stopped, he stood up, and he stared at me like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I said, "You see how absurd I look? You look the same. Do it again, I'm going to tap that ass." Right there in Walmart. And I almost started a war in Walmart because the parents were like, "You can't say that. You can't." I'm like, "I just did. I didn't spank his ass. I didn't call him names. I didn't do anything aggressive or abusive. I just showed him what it was." And other parents were high-fiving me, but it was like almost a war in Walmart. Because sometimes we have to just do what works for our kids. Safe hands is code word. Keep your hands. Yes. Okay. Same thing. Yeah. I tell her gentle hands. But yes, she can be very aggressive. Not meaning to, but you see how hard she pulls me. If you don't do it, she will force you. Okay, we're being gentle. Yes, you can smile. Snuggle, snuggle, snuggle. Yes. Okay, go sit down. I'm almost done. We got 20 more minutes and then we'll have dinner.
But Mommy, I want my kitty.
So go get your kitty. Yeah. So, we say hands off is the thing here, or gentle hands, because when she's frustrated, actually the other day she had out of nowhere too. Like when she's done trying to explain herself, because that's when she'll get physical. And usually I can see it and I can catch it, but I was talking to the neighbor and I saw Nakia walk away, so they might have had a little bit of frustration, but she got into her defiance mode and she picked up the tricycle, like Hulk style, picked it up and almost threw it. And the neighbor has a small baby. She's only like 18 months, I think. And she was close, and I was like, "Grace!" And I grabbed the tricycle, but that actually scared the living crap out of both of us. And I was like, "What happened?" Because she was just so calm and happy. But her and Nakia, the other little girl, like they get little frustrated arguments because neither one always can explain what they want. But that was the first time she was actually really aggressive, like. But she would have actually hurt the little one and not even meant to. Then the little one didn't have anything to do with it, right? And those are the times where we have to be really diligent, right? Like it came out of nowhere, which means she was trying to speak something. May have been to Nakia, it could have been to one of us. She came walking up and just didn't get it out in time, or couldn't express it the right way and got frustrated. So of course, didn't give her trouble. I just, we had a conversation, and I'm like, "Hey, when we're feeling like that, I need you to just grab my hand or step to the side, and me and you will talk always, right?" So, like, 'cause she would be brokenhearted. She doesn't ever want to hurt anybody, but at the same time, yeah, the hands off is a rule, and
Mommy, I want my kitty.
being gentle is always the other thing. Those two work really well.
But Mama said the only thing that he will be to is so cute.
Yeah, I know. Oh, if I ask her for a hug, she'll tell me no, I don't want a hug. But when I want to do something, she's climbing all on me.
Hug.
She forces me into it. But she likes a headbutt too. So sometimes you get a hug, sometimes you get a headbutt and a hug. She gave me a fat lip the other day because she tried to give me a kiss and got this full-on headbutt at me.
And see that, and but sometimes you get Nosy nuzzles.
Nosy nuzzles, yes. Gentle nosy nuzzles.
Yeah,
Yeah, kids make me laugh. And they're all their own characters in their own right. And that's the one rule that no matter what happens, it's hands off. Right? We keep our hands to ourselves, and we walk away when take a minute. She'll tell you like I need a minute. When she's pissed off, she'll tell you I need a minute. But you gotta remind her because if you get past the point of where she can calm it down, if you let it get even a second past that, she will literally melt down. I don't want a minute. I want to be mad. This is disgusting. I don't want to be nice, and she's flipping out. And you got to give her the moment to calm down. But if you catch her right away and you don't, you give her the opportunity to go somewhere. You better not be in those chocolate chips, kid. Yeah, I see you. You can't hide behind the cupboard. I can hear you and see you. She tries to be sneaky. She's not very good at it. But yeah, that's, stop dropping chocolate chips everywhere. So we bought a big bag of chocolate chips because we make banana bread and cookies and stuff all the time. But now she keeps sneaking in there, so I'm going to have to hide it in the up top cupboard. Before she would at least behave. Now she's trying to take full-on handfuls. Look at it. I had to take them away. See that? That's how much chocolate chips she wanted to eat. I'm like, no. Hell no. She's like wired for sound if that happens. And the thing is, I don't love you. What?
So that's not a true thing to say.
Well, you know it's a true thing to say, silly.
No, I don't want to say that. That's true. Yeah, and you just so her.
So I ran out of room in my freezer. The chocolate bag, it's like a freaking 10-pound bag or something. I don't know if it's 10 pounds. It's big. It's like this friggin' big. And there's no room for it in my freezer. Yeah. My kid, listen. She has chocolates and stuff still from Easter. Like literally everywhere around the house from her basket. There's little candies. She doesn't even eat them. Don't want them. She wants the chocolate chips. And then she wants to make banana bread and cookies, and she likes the making. She loves doing that stuff together. Make pizza, stuff like that. We make the dough. Sometimes we'll make pasta. We'll like make Mr. Noodles, and we'll make pasta into the Paw Patrol animals and stuff.
Chocolate chips.
Yes, no more chocolate chips, fathead.
Yeah, but
and but yeah, I can't hide it. I try to hide all that stuff, and she's now. Before she didn't climb. Now she climbs on the chairs, and she can almost reach the highest cupboards. And when she can't, she tries to balance something on the chair. So if I'm not like if I go have a shower, I'm like gotta be like listening constantly, like what's she getting into? Or if it gets too quiet, like just know she's balanced on something, trying to get into something. She has no fear. She's like, nah, I'll figure it out. It's funny when they say, well, kids can't do this. Yeah, just leave them alone for a little minute. Just put on the recorder and just watch them and watch how resourceful they actually are, because people tend to forget that.
Strawberry say, Mama said, Mama said, Betty loves his grapes.
Betty loves grapes? She does.
Just like all of us.
Just like all of us, yeah. What are we making for dinner tonight? Do you remember? What are we making? You forget?
Can I tell them what we're making?
You can tell them what we're making.
Okay, so what we're making is something that we like.
What is that?
Can we have some vegetable?
Yeah, but what are we actually making?
Tacos?
Tacos, that's right.
Now I can tell them. So, hey, where's the book that we got?
She said, so just make sure y'all are paying attention.
I'll definitely wrong back.
Did you see that? That's so funny. She's getting her cookbook. So, it's 144.44. I love that. Oh, she makes me laugh. And so she likes to scoop everything out and make the mess, but she never likes to stay and clean it. That is the one thing we're working on. But to be fair, nobody likes to clean a mess, so it's so funny. But she may come back with her cookbook and tell you how it's made. I thought she was going to tell you right here, but she doesn't actually remember all the steps, but she'll tell you the basics of it. You could maybe follow the steps from what she tells you. But she can't find it in her room because her room is trashed right now. She went through the other day. She had full on like I'm gonna tear everything apart mode. About 2 days ago, and her room. I mean, every little toy. She has this like this foam. They're like logs or something, and it comes with a drill and everything, and you can drill the screws into them. It's like a building set for kids, and I want to say little tykes, but I could be wrong. All the little screws, all over, all the little stuff, all over the floor, everywhere, and the toy box has like each little thing for all the little, each little set for each kind of toy, so it's easier to put it away. But yes, I know that's actually where people finally started to listen to me, because that was the only thing that I could get her to focus or pay attention long enough. That was literally the only thing that would keep her willing to learn, listen, or help. That would stop trashing the room, kid. I can hear you. But that was literally the only thing, and that's when they finally started listening to me. I'm like, she won't write. There's nothing I can do. And once she gets into defiant, like, no, I'm not doing it. There's no maybe we'll do it if we find another way around it. When she is done and she says no, like it's a hard no, and like you could just threaten to beat her, and she's gonna be like, no, I said no. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like there's no fear in her. She's just like, I'm done. I said no, and that's it. So finally, they started to actually pay attention to the things that I was saying, because I'm like, I don't think she's a bad kid. I don't know how to explain it because I don't have all the knowledge either. But I know that it's not normal, or it's not considered, like all the right paths. It doesn't make it wrong. It's just that was the one thing where always, always, always could get her to focus and work together. And when they started to see that, because I had to literally videotape us doing some of the stuff, and they were like, oh yeah, she is engaged there. And then with the teachers kind of saying, validating the things that I was saying, I finally started getting help. But yeah, the whole everything is, that's the one thing that I can get her to do always, where we're good. And now every once in a while, the writing, a little too honest. So her OT lady, super, like the nicest lady in the whole world. I don't even know the patience she has. I was like, but Grace is like, so especially because it was Friday afternoons after school, and she get 20 minutes out of her, which was really good because the lady's super nice and super fun. Then Grace is like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't like you, and I'm done. She would just be like, there was no. What? Is that the cookbook?
Huh?
Well, you're supposed to get the cookbook. What happened? You're supposed to get the cookbook so you can show us how to make tacos.
Come on, this is the cookbook.
Oh, well, that's the cookbook. Tell us how to make tacos.
Well, this is the cookbook to make tacos. They want some. Well, this is.
I wish you could see my floor right now. She came home and emptied her backpack with all of her artwork. Is sprawled across my kitchen floor. And before, it used to make me really stressed out. Now I'm like, I have to focus on what I'm doing here, and then when I'm done, we'll go through and clean that as we go. I've had to learn to adjust a lot because I used to be so nitpicky. I had to sweep my floors 25 times a day because that's what I needed to feel, I guess, in control, or like things were okay. And then every time I would, she would just make another mess. Don't do that. You can get the cookbook, but don't do that. And I finally had to settle myself in. You can only sweep it once a day. You can sweep it in the evening. Because I used to actually, I would find myself, don't do that. I would find myself melting down, like literally melting down because it was just so chaotic all the time. And
This says
I
that.
couldn't keep up.
So
I
this
couldn't.
says.
So I finally had to learn to give myself grace, which is why I teach the stuff that I teach. I had to learn the hard way. Okay, tell us how to make tacos.
This is actually the baby shower. Like,
It is a very solid book. Is it a cookbook or is it a bluey book?
look, so you read that.
You ready? Okay, how do you make the tacos though?
But then you stand up, yeah.
You stand your tacos up?
No, this is where you stand up.
Oh, are you going to show them? Okay, you can read it. Just hold it there so they can see. There you go.
What upon a time.
Once upon a time.
There was two girls named Grandma and they really wanted to go to a store.
And they really wanted to go to a store.
But the parents said, not yet.
The parents said, not yet. And then what?
They
We
said,
give rewards for completing.
and they said, but
I'm
where are
trying.
the fixies? We can't find them anyway.
Where are the fixies? I'm working on that. Actually, the dollar store became so much to get her to do anything. Now every time she thinks she's going to the dollar store. So I actually had to get the schedules and the daily, weekly things. Gentle, gentle. Thank you. So now she can only go once a week.
And
But,
what's that? I don't want my TV.
okay, are you done reading your story?
Almost.
Okay, hurry.
And Bingo and Blue found.
They found the store?
And they finally found the fixies at the store.
The fixies at the store. Wow.
They weren't shopping for
Way to
They
go.
weren't shopping for the parents because I make them happy.
That's fantastic. And then they all lived happily ever after?
Yeah.
Not
They
yet.
still wanted to them toys. The fixies.
They still wanted treats and toys. Okay.
The fixies. Bingo and Bluey.
Bingo and Bluey what?
Come on, that's not treats and toys at the grocery store.
Oh, no, that's you go to the dollar store, right? Yeah.
Can you just run into it on top so we can go to the dollar store? Yeah.
Okay, so you're teaching them patience?
This is how you write. You can just read a book if you want.
All right, let me finish this conversation. I'm almost done, and then we're going to make tacos, okay? You got to say, and they all lived happily ever after.
Okay, well, I think we're done. Yay!
Yay, way to go.
Now let's go to the last.
Okay, don't do that. You're going to break my keyboard.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
Okay, go put your book back and then find the actual cookbook so we can make your tacos. Ow, careful.
It's so fall.
Pick it up.
It's
So yeah, I got the reward thing that, and it's true because it does work. But the dollar store was the reward, right? And it would always be one treat, one toy. But then it got to, because it was the only thing that worked, and I literally had no pathways at all, and that was the only thing that would work to get her to do anything. And then finally she would start doing it all the time, and then we'd have to go to the dollar store all the time. And now there's just so much junk and stuff. So now we've got the thing up there, the schedule, and it's only 2 tasks right now because it doesn't want to be overwhelming. She had to go cut off the dollar store. She only gets it once a week now, whereas before it'd be 3 or 4 times a week when she did really good. So now we have to check off the checks if she does the things each day. But it's because I was like, what am I going to do? Like, I can't keep doing this every other day. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So, yeah, it's hard because you got to find a pathway that works, and then you have to find a way to extend it out to keep it working. And yeah, she got way too much dollar store. Yeah, she won't sit for a movie. She will not watch a movie. That's why we only have YouTube on here too. She won't watch anything longer than 5 minutes. A movie is absolutely the last thing that will work with her. We try dance parties. Her and I will dance in the house sometimes. The dollar store's okay once a week. It's reasonable. But when you're going spending $10 a day at the dollar store, every other day at the dollar store, and you're getting junk, right? Like stuff that's going to break immediately, then it just ends up piled in a room, which is what we're going through right now, sorting through all of the extra stuff that she keeps acquiring. Um, but yeah, so now we've got the X's, and if she does, she's got 2 rows of chores, and that's it. And if we do them each day, and we're setting aside that time, that's we're incorporating that schedule, right? So it's just that's what I'm saying. Like when we went from the things that we know now work every single time to okay, that works, but now we have to extend it out so it works. So we're getting more bang for our buck, I guess. And the dollar store still works, but every day, every other day is just not feasible. So once a week, and now because it's only 2 chores, like 2 small things each day, um, we're gonna give it a month or so, and if she stays consistent for the month, then we'll add one more thing on. Because money doesn't work either. Because I thought money would be a great thing, and she don't care. Money is nothing. She's just like, I want my treat and toy. That's it. So that's the only thing that has consistently worked. So Grace, Miss Grace, get out of the bathroom. Stop messing around. But when she goes into sabotage mode, that's it. Yeah, money is. She's just like, look, get out of the chocolate chips. You're not getting another one, sucker. You're just taking one. Yeah. You're so happy you got one, eh? Yeah, money means nothing. I thought for sure that would be a winner. Not at all. The dollar store is the win.
Say you hero. She's so happy.
If I owned a dollar store, my life would be set. I'll tell you that. Like, literally, she doesn't want anything else. She wants one treat, one toy. 9 times out of 10, she breaks the toy 5 minutes into the door, does not care.
I don't want
But
one
she
too.
got to go to the dollar store. So I just got to the point. One day a week. Every Friday we go. And I won't go to any store after school. If I go, I gotta get groceries. I have to do it when she's in school. So this summer, I don't know what we're gonna do. Because otherwise, it's one treat, one toy, or 25 meltdowns. So I'll have to just make sure I do any shopping on Friday and wait till she's earned it, like that kind of thing, you know? That's what I mean about the schedule, learning how to make it work for when summer comes. I don't love you. Ew, your nose is running. Hey,
Love me.
come here. Well, yeah, you can blow your own nose. Just hold it. Good job. Do it again. Yeah, see, I think it's the hot and cold, all of this. Okay, can you put it in the garbage now, please? Yeah, and I'm getting sick too. I just think it's the change of weather, but yeah, it's been fun, and that's how we have to learn, right? We don't always know the answer, but when we figure out what works, when is your next podcast? I didn't see the. Usually, I get a notification for it. However, the notifications. I don't know if it's because I'm in BC, but sometimes I get them like. I'll get the notification that it's live, and then I go and click on it, and it's already over. I do half a day of curriculum. Yeah, well, she doesn't even do a half a day of curriculum in school. That's the thing. She stays in the success room a lot of time. I try these puzzles and stuff. She doesn't do. The problem is that with the school, it's harder because the school just kind of lets her flow, which is okay sometimes, but sometimes it's not, right? And because she only does she does 3/4 of a day. She leaves an hour early every day.
But these are awful chocolate.
Yeah, but you're not having any more chocolate chips, my friend.
Mommy, because we need to save some for the.
Well, how are we gonna make all our cookies and stuff?
If they.
She likes math if we do it in a game, and she does. but again, it's not writing. It's more of what's this number, how to do this, what does this add up to? And the cartoon she really likes is Number Blocks. So, and I let her watch that one all the time because it's number blocks and it's counting and math, right?
And her favorite number was the number one.
Number one. Number one, yep.
And the big number and
it's the writing and stuff, and yeah.
With all her friends.
I have to sprawl it out.
Yeah,
I can't, like, I couldn't do a curriculum like a half day or even a couple hours. I would have to take like 10 or 20 minutes. We're going to focus on trying to do a little bit of something here, and then a couple hours later, break it down 20 minutes. If we're lucky, 20 minutes at a time. If you notice, she's a little high energy all the time. All the time. Thanks. I love when you wipe your face on me. Yeah. So, again, it's just finding the pathway. I'm glad it works for you. Reading is a good thing because she doesn't actually, she memorizes the books, though. She doesn't actually read it. She memorizes it. But sitting with her, she loves when I read to her. And so we read every night. And then whenever she's like, I want you to read me a story. If they're short ones, she's good. Yeah, I know.
I want to show them this book.
I know. And I have the IEP meeting here this week or next week where I got to push that too.
Hello, dear. I'm Princess Aurora.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I've sent with all kinds of support toys. Okay, you can't have that right here, right now. You got to play with it over there on the couch, okay? You can do that. But yeah, that's the problem, right? So her curriculum is her learning a little bit here, a little bit there, but they don't actually have a curriculum. Like, she's not doing, they don't have her doing all the stuff. So it's like I have to kind of bridge the gap and find the pathway, and it is going somewhere, but I have to always be the bad guy, right? Yeah, she does have an EA, but when they... So now it's getting better because the first teacher went out on maternity leave. Super nice lady, but the drawing and the writing and stuff, they were having them do it for her, right? And then she's not doing it. So the new teacher there is like... I really like them to try on their own, and even when they have their big buddies or the other older students to help, before they were just doing it for her, so she wouldn't even try to do it. So now this teacher's like, no, you have to do it. They're not going to help you. They will help you if you're really stuck, but we're not going to do it for you. Because like she would hold, say they give her a pen or whatever to write with, she'd hold it, and she wouldn't even try to do it. They would have to move her hand, right? Like that kind of stuff. And because she was so used to everyone doing that for her, she wouldn't try. Then when I tried to get her to do it at home, she was like, no, I don't want no part of that, right? Like, hell no, I'm not doing it myself. So now, because it's been a few months of her a couple months of her having to do it by herself without the help. Even she has to still the EA, but they're not doing it for her. Yeah. So it's a big difference. The teacher made the difference because she's not saying, okay, just do it for her, write what she says, because that's not helping, right? Yeah, it's great. I want you to tell stories and all of the things, but I want you to try. I don't care if it looks horrible. I just want you to try, right? So yeah, she has been making a lot of progress. And hopefully next year will be better. But a full day of school would be nice too. So it's just figuring out how to set up a schedule that's going to work for the summer. That's why I'm really starting now, because it ends, we're in May and it's the end of June. So I think it's like the 28th or something of June. So literally like a month. So if we can start incorporating things now, kind of getting her used to the little shifts, the little things that are going to happen, adding things, then when summer hits, I think it won't be as destructive. It'll be, it's just a little transition. It's not going to be the whole thing. And maybe I can get her to do some of the learning stuff at home with a little less fight, if that makes sense. Are you obsessed with that book right now? She's in full-on destructive mode, tearing shit apart. That means it's time to get off here because... What? She says it's time to make tacos. That's it. Are you ready to cook dinner?
Not yet.
Oh, not yet? Okay, maybe not. Yeah, and that's so... I'm just trying to get it situated, so I don't think the food thing's an issue. This kid never stops eating, so... Like, we always have food, and I don't like to make much processed food. Every once in a while we have our chicken nuggets and french fries, but usually we make them, like we bread them and stuff. But otherwise it's like all fresh fruits and vegetables, but it's the snacks. Actually, I think it will be better because the school snacks, she's not having the fruit snacks and all that in the summer. So I think it may be beneficial. But the schedule is the thing that's got me stressed because I don't want to just leave it to chance, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's true. She's okay. She likes shopping, but she always wants to go to the store. But then, yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I have to start doing it just only one day a week. That way, it's after she's done. She's gotten her check marks and she's good to go, and then we can do groceries and go to her dollar store, and there's not the expectation every other day of going to the store when she does something good. And I know that's my fault, right? 1,000% it's my fault because it was working, and it was the only way that I made headway. And finally, like, now there's kind of, I want to say a schedule, but now that there's some headway, now she expects it every single time. So, I kind of backed myself into that corner because it was working, right? And I was like, it was the only way we were getting somewhere. So, those are the ones you have to take on the chin and then expand it out. So, now it's just going to be once a week shopping. That's it. And no dollar store if she doesn't do the week, right? But hopefully, she's been doing pretty good. She's got a couple check marks. And when she doesn't get them, I give her an opportunity to make it up the next day to do something else, if she really wants to get that check mark. Yeah. I know, but the dollar store is the only thing she wants. I tried, even Costco, even one of the, like a toy store, she didn't want to go. She's just obsessed with the dollar store. I'm like, why don't we just save it up for a couple of weeks and you can get a nice toy? And she's like, nope, I want the dollar store. And I tried giving her own money, saying, okay, this is what you got to spend. And then we're not getting anything past that. And she don't care. Like, she don't care. What are you doing? Are you ready to make dinner now?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing? What is this? Oh, thanks, bud. What are you doing? Do you see yourself on there? Your nose is running. I can see it. It's running away. Okay. Let me get up here and we'll go start dinner. You got out. Get off here. Ew, that's gross. Don't slobber on me.
Thank you.
Oh, that's cool. We don't have Chuck E. Cheese here. And I took her to Energy Plex, which is like a similar type thing here. And it cost me $140. So if you can set up a mock shop at home and make... I know! I thought that... Trust me, that's on my list. I've been trying to think about a way to do that because she has a cash register with little dollar bills and everything. And if I can get the room organized right, I'm going to have to do it while she's at school. and then I'll create a box or something. I thought about the same thing. Yeah, I know. That's been on my, how are you doing, Novelty, by the way? Sorry. I got so excited about what you said. Ow. Yeah, I bet it hurt. My head is hard. Yeah, it's a really good idea. The thing is, and you know, I thought about that, just getting a few treats and toys there, and then she gets to choose from one of them. Can you, ouch, ouch. Okay, be gentle, please.
Mom, but I want to do up and down hands.
Okay, but I don't want to do up and down hands right now.
I don't want Kitty to go away.
Well, I was thinking I have like a suitcase, an older suitcase, and I was thinking about decorating the inside of it and trying to stay in the back. Yeah, I hear you. I know. Sometimes it's a lot of times I like to have my earbud in. I'm trying to get all the work done, and I listen like a podcast. So sometimes if you start chatting, that's it. You can't stay in the back. So I know. Sometimes you want to hear and you want to listen, but to stay in the back, you can't be chatting, or then you don't get your work done, and you don't get to listen. 14 and 15. Oh, this one's 7. She thinks she's 20. She wants to act like she's 2, but thinks she's 20. But doesn't want any responsibility. I'm like, that's the dream, kid. That's the dream. Yeah, I was thinking about setting up a suitcase, and when she collects her stars, then we could open the suitcase, and that would take a little bit of ordering. Yeah, my adult ones are 18 and 19. Yeah, I'm done. I don't want any more kids. I love all kids. I absolutely do, but I want to spoil them rotten, and I want to send them home. That's all I want to do. That's it. I don't want grandbabies yet. I just want to spoil everyone else's kids, my kid and everyone else's kid. Make them laugh, let them have fun. The neighbors' kids love me, like love me. But then I get to send them home, and it's good. You know what I mean? I'm not doing it no more. I'm tired. I was supposed to retire 7 years ago. It didn't happen. God said, sit down. You have much to learn. And learning I am. Get out of my closet. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into as about her interest. What is that she's interested in? Who, Grace?
Because what I decided to was to make it more tastier.
French fries to make it more tastier?
French fries are tastier. Yummy chicken nuggets and love.
What Grace is interested in? She likes to bake. She likes to cook with me. That's why when we do dinner, it's always a me and her event. Which sometimes can be very chaotic and very messy, but it helps her focus. So it's trying to learn how to balance that with things like writing, right? Sometimes I can get her to try and paint me a cookbook or something.
Huh?
She likes the number 1.
Huh? I can't remember the number block.
She likes Number Blocks, the cartoon, so I let her play that all the time. Let her watch it. But
And she loves the color and the number, right?
she likes to say she likes to color things, but as soon as she tries to do it, she's like, literally will take it and go, done. It's colored.
But
The interest is the hard part.
But mommy, I've got my favorite one, number 1.
I know it's your favorite number 1. Yeah, it's the thing is every time you think something is done deal, like it's good, she switches it up on you. Yeah, I've been doing that. There's so many coloring pages. She has like 100 coloring books in her room, and I'm not even exaggerating. And then I bought the Crayola ones with all of the characters because she likes all the characters. So I bought them, and it's just the sheets. Like you open the box, and it's got the crayons and the markers and all that stuff. And then there's loose sheets, like 100 sheets or something of all of the characters, all the different characters. I thought, well, that's a great idea. She don't mess with any of them. She won't, even when I take them out. She like the thing that also is helpful though to get her to do it sometimes is getting her to play teacher. She likes to teach. She likes to help. And if I can get it, what I've learned with her, if I can switch it, whatever it is I want her to do, switch it so that she's helping me. Because I need her help, or somebody else needs her help. But the goal is that she's helping somebody do something. She extremely thrives, and she will pay more attention. So, if it's not entirely a game or actual cooking, then it's her teaching you how to do it or helping you do it. That's where I get the most engagement out of her. And it works if there's more people. Like, if it's just me, she'll only help me for a minute, then she's done. But if it's like me and you and Simple and a couple other kids, she'll help me, and then she'll help you, and then she'll go on. We can get, a solid chunk of time out of it. But yeah, that's when you have to get extra help. Novelty wants to know what you like most about number blocks.
It's the numbers.
That's what you like the most? Yeah? Why?
It's because, well, maybe. It's because you get the color the number block.
Okay, and then what? What does that mean?
Then you have the numbers make the paper airplanes.
Then you have the numbers make paper planes?
But one you say this the cup. One we say paper airplane city for this one.
She uses a paper airplane for that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shape scissors because she wants to make and one twist fruity in the sky. Like a lot of ones.
Pardon me.
And she had turkey.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, she likes to cut things too. Hence, she cut her hair. She cannot be unsupervised for any of that time with scissors. Can you make me a paper plane with the number 1? Can you make her one? Do you want to make her a paper plane?
Yeah.
Okay, go get a paper and make her one.
What's wrong with that too?
She goes right to her artwork that's sprawled across the floor from her backpack. Okay, come show her.
So, if you want to make a paper airplane, how you do it. You grab a big sheet of paper, it has your favorite phone onto it.
Has your favorite friend on it? Is that what you said?
Yeah, so you can fall today, and then they will see the thing. This one is Chase's.
Okay, and then what do?
You fall it. Look, it's not, but this is not a house yet.
Okay, how do you make it look like a house?
You fold one end,
Okay.
then the other end goes here.
Do you have to fold the other end too, or not?
No,
Not? Okay.
you just need to fold this too. But you do have to fold the other two ends.
Okay.
Use your 2 fingers to make so
To make sure it's flat?
yeah, it's not flat. You can't make a paper airplane house.
Oh.
It needs to be flat so you can make it.
Okay.
It needs to be on a nice, harder, soft surface.
Okay. Harder, soft surface. And then what?
It needs to be like not. It needs to be like. It needs to be. It needs the big sheet of paper has been.
Okay.
Someone has to be on with someone you know or someone.
Are you done, or do you have to do more to it?
You know more.
Remember, you're showing Novelty how to do it, so you have to tell her.
So you just do this one, and then the finger to make the wings, and then you take it outside. But it's too windy for this one.
Oh, so is your paper plane made?
Yeah, but
Okay, hold it up and show Novelty.
So you already the frog. Oh, It's not working inside because
It needs a little bit of wind outside, huh?
but there's no, but the swing outside.
No, maybe it'll work on the swing. Who knows? So the explanation, she likes to try to show you, if you see what I mean. She tries to tell you how to do it, but she gets very
Happy!
happy.
And she keeps on
But
falling.
yes, you're doing great.
Now, B, this is Texas. Okay, why I put it on what it takes?
Whoa, good job.
Yeah, taste, that's yours. Okay, taste.
Wow, Grace, that's a really nice paper plane. Did you hear that?
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah, good job.
Grace, this is my plane.
Mhm.
And I love it. It's me on here.
That's you. I thought that was Chase.
That is. Well, it is Taste. I'm pretending to be him.
Oh, you're pretending to be him. That's fair. That's fair.
The cat's Taste. Let's see what goes well for me. Happy Taste.
Happy Chase.
What?
She said, ask her if she can put the number 1 on it for me. Can you draw the number 1 for her?
There you go.
That wasn't bad. Huh.
Isn't this
She
beautiful?
did good. That is the number 1. You're absolutely correct.
But we need some yarn.
That was a great explanation how to make a plane. Yeah, she does love to teach. And that is something, and you notice how engaged she is now?
Okay. Okay, number 1. Can you guess what you
Can
have?
you write number 2 on here?
Number 2 makes 1
Oh, that's
and
not bad.
number 1 and 2
That's the
makes
number 2.
no 1 and 2. No,
Good job. Wait, what are you going to draw now?
now we're gonna by saying happy birthday to you.
Okay, you can write happy birthday. Absolutely.
Now by swiping
I'm going to have to come on here because she works, she likes helping doing things for other people. It's more fun when other people ask her to do it. Okay, are you going to write happy birthday?
And they write happy birthday right Taste. And Barry says, it's your turn, Taste.
It's your turn. Okay, write happy birthday.
What is a nice word?
What is a nice word?
Saying
She said thank you. That's amazing.
yeah, I love to make art for friends and family.
That's really good. I like that you like to make art for friends and
Okay,
family.
okay. Taste that. This one is food.
That's a YouTube sentence from some of the shows. From Sam and what's your show? Sam and Slime? Slick and Slime? What's it called?
Chicken swine.
Slick and Slime. It's an art show. She really we do there a lot of small crafts and stuff from there, so she likes that one.
Because she wants to do
But
all
that's how she says I like to make art for
Mom
family
said
and
she
friends.
got
Those are
that
sentences.
present from Sarah Nestor. That club present at Christmas Eve.
Oh, you made presents on Christmas Eve?
And my friend, what did my friends give me again?
We made our Christmas tree too, remember?
You mean from Mom?
We did. Yes, from art. You and me made it. You
And
remember?
they give me an art and class so I can make art
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
You can also do it at home.
Yeah.
And when I'm finished, you put it right on there.
On the fridge? Yes. Our fridge is full of your art.
So everyone can see my art, and they might be an
Everyone
artist
can see your
when
art.
they grow up.
Yes, and they'll be an artist when they grow up.
This is what Mimi.
Just like you.
We can both be artists to make 3D pictures.
Yeah. Are you
Because
going to teach them?
artists are not mad at the pictures when they make mistakes.
No, they're not mad at the pictures.
Because they're not mad at the pictures when they make 2D mistakes.
That's right.
2D mistakes are all part of your art.
Pretty mistakes are part of your art. That's good.
Not the me mistakes, but the not mistakes are.
All mistakes are part of your art.
Because they're not aren't all rude.
They're not rude? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not rude. Mistakes are accidents. I don't think that they're being rude.
Either are mistakes.
No, mistakes are just like accidents.
The friends that
I
have
want to be an artist when I grow up, just like you, Grace. We can make a pretty birthday cake. Oh, you love making birthday cakes.
I can make a birthday cake for blue. What kind of birthday cake does she like?
I don't know. What do you think?
I think I'm gonna call her and tell her.
Okay, you call her and tell her.
Hello, Blue. What do you like? Since I Blue, the calls were the photo's ready, and I think this one is yours. Hello, Grace. What? What kind of flavor do you like? I like blueberry.
She said a pink one. She already knows with lots of candles.
You like blueberry? Okay, I'm gonna tell my mama. You like blueberry? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna tell my mama about that.
Okay.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
I love you.
Okay.
She loves
Mom.
blueberries. Yes, we can make a blueberry cake for Bluey.
No blue.
No blue. She said goodbye.
And the car that Cake made,
It's
What?
beautiful.
but he helped him because he doesn't know the right letters that are in Blue's name. Because we should help one another.
We should help one another. That's
Because that's
absolutely correct.
how we get money. If we don't help, we won't get money. We should help one another. So she's,
We don't need money to help people. We
Mama
help
said-
people because we
Mama-
want to help them.
Mama says she's right. We have to help.
We do. We should
Mama,
help.
Mama says she's right. We should help.
Yeah, she took her order and she's like, she phoned it in and
Mama
told
says
me
she's-
how to
Mama
make it.
says she's right.
She's right. So we made mini cupcakes and I got these little, I just buy like the dollar icing or whatever and add food coloring to it and I put them in little things and let her decorate. It gets pretty messy.
Before
I
I
have pictures and stuff on my TikTok about it, but
we can make blue sprinkles.
we do a lot of stuff like that.
No,
Yes,
can we-
Grace, let's make lots of money. Yes, we need to make lots of money.
We need to give these we should sell these tacos for friends because they
Share our
love
tacos with friends? Yeah, we can share our tacos with friends.
and cupcakes,
And
No-
cupcakes, yeah.
noodles,
And noodles.
chocolates,
And chocolate.
chips,
No more chocolate chips today. Yeah.
TV shows, and
We're
commercials.
going to share all that with our friends?
Because that's kind of we know
And that
what.
is kind
If
of
you sell one another, they will sell you.
That's right.
I won that at school.
You did. That's wonderful.
I'm such a small kid like this. I'm a small like this. The 50.
You are a smart kid, like Digit from the Fixies. She
I
likes
like
that
him
one.
because he's smart. And you know why he's smart?
Why is he smart?
Because he always finds out what is. Well, David is pretty good at. He's smart and he figures the right number and the color of one.
He figured out the right color of one.
He's not purple like him, but it is close.
What color is it?
And he would say that's easy. And he might be thinking in his brain because that's smart.
He might be thinking in his brain.
And he might say red. I don't know why.
Red, that's the right answer.
I don't know why it's red. I don't know why it's red, but I'm putting that down on my computer.
That's a good idea to put it down on your computer. She's got a couple
Number
laptops,
one-
the
number
kid
one.
laptops she likes sometimes.
Oh,
Why are you yelling? Don't hit your head.
you! What are you on? I'm here on your other computer. Oh, hold on,
Stop hitting your head.
hold on, I'll just be right back.
Okay, she's going to find her other computer. But she gets, you see when she gets frustrated, but she really hits. Like, it's not like, like she's hit herself pretty hard. She hits me too, and like, not on purpose, but the excitement. That's why when you're saying safe hands, it's the same thing, gentle hands. Yeah, she says I'll be right back. She's on a mission, and she'll forget halfway through what she was doing. But listen, when the whole loving and the helping, that's where you get the most interaction and you get the most bang for your buck. You know, like where she wants to help work with you. Where if you can get her focused, like she wrote 1 and 2 when she said she was writing the happy birthday. She did like little scribbles, right? Because she was over it. She's like, no, I'm not writing that. You'll get your 1, you'll get your 2. Very vivid imagination. And she can remember a TV show that she watched a month ago, like word for word. But in the context, that's the struggle because she can, they're like, she shouldn't be able to remember that stuff. And even when they were doing the testing, they were like, how you remember like the steps of doing something. Like they were breaking it down to very basic, like can she remember and do 2 tasks at a time, or does it have to be 1, that kind of thing. And she couldn't stay focused to do 2. But then she would come out and start talking about this show and that she watched 2 months ago. She doesn't even watch Paw Patrol anymore and can tell you the whole episode word for word for word. You could go and actually turn on the episode, and she doesn't tell you what episode it is, but you turn it on and it's word for word. So just like when they're learning certain things in class, the teacher will be talking about a certain topic. She won't remember any of it, and then a month later she'll come back with that whole topic and explain it to you word for word. So she definitely has a lot of strengths. So my focus is always on those strengths. Like she wants to help teach, she wants to share, she wants to do the nice things, she wants to cook for her friends. So I've had to learn to maneuver as long as I can keep her where she thinks she's helping and doing those things and teaching others, then she actually does the work. And the class doesn't do that. They try, but it doesn't work as well for them. But for me and for other people around, like the people that actually show up, it works really well for. So it doesn't work as much at school, which is kind of weird because she's at school and she likes teaching. But at home, it's always what I get her to do.
No, that the birthday card is finished for Blue.
The birthday card's finished?
Nah, yes, but now we need an envelope.
An umbrella?
No, an envelope.
An envelope. Okay,
Yeah,
go make an envelope with the other paper.
No, I'm the copper for this one.
She's stomping all the way to her room. I love that kid so much. She's such a character. Yeah, it's just the helping thing and the imagination. I don't want her to lose it, right? And to me, it's finding the balance. We want to teach the structure and the learning and the actual physical doing of things without losing that, because I think that's 2 3 2 3 2. No, 2 3 2 2 3. That was a lot, and that means something. We're finding aligned pathways, and if you notice, the people we're aligning with as we go, people with knowledge, ideas, things that are right up my alley, things that are helpful, and y'all are amazing. And it's always the little simple ideas, tips, and tricks that actually end up creating the best results. Like when I found out baking was the thing that she really loved to do and kept her attention, things really exponentially worked out from there. And then when I learned that she really likes to teach, and I could always get her to engage a little more that way. Like these were just small little things that, you don't know till you try, and then it just hit and it worked, right? Yeah, probably. Yeah, see if she won't read or write. Well, that's not true. She'll take a book, like how she came with the Bluey book, and she'll sit at school and she'll sit in the chair, and she loves to be like the center of attention. I will read it to you. And she memorizes the book pretty much, so she can tell you almost all the stories. She just says it so fast that you're like, whoa, what happened? So you gotta learning to understand what it actually is, but she will read the story. She'll flip a couple pages, but she goes very quickly, and then it's the end. She's done. And it's so funny because she'll be like, she'll get really excited, but she likes to do it, and that's the one thing that works. Are you making an envelope? Are we gonna make dinner soon?
This envelope is something that you send. A number one is for Blue.
And number 1 is what?
Number one's gonna be so happy that I send it off to her.
Oh, you're gonna mail it to number 1?
No, this is Blue's card.
Oh, Bluey's card. Pardon me. Yeah, well, that's also the energy, the high energy and stuff, and that's why I explained to them at school, when she's like this at home, it's because I'm her safe space. So, of course, she's going to melt down. All of the outbursts, most of the outbursts are going to be at home. It just, so now she leaves an hour early from school every day because she's not getting, by the end of school, she's so angry. She doesn't want to go back to school. She hates it. She was so bad. She's like, I don't want to go at all. And she would just have meltdowns. And now that she leaves an hour early because of the chaos at the end of the day and the waiting around and there's no direction, she doesn't know what to do. That's when she gets frustrated. There's no direction. She's done. And so it's trying to find a guideline and a basic structure that's easy for her to follow and allows that space. But before it was so bad, now we're finally getting somewhere. So, and I just think next year it'll get better and better and better. The only reason I haven't changed schools is because she has a pathway there. They kind of already know her. They know how she learns. They know how she works. And we've been able to work together to create some pathways. So even the good or the bad, the balance is she feels comfortable there for the most part, right? Like she's coming out of her shell. She's being more empowered to try and do things. Like it's not holding her back, if that makes sense. So, you take the good with the bad and the struggles and the worries, and I don't care what it is as long as we're finding a pathway that works, right? So, why are you yelling?
Mama, I love you.
I love you.
And you love me.
I do love you. Okay, let's start dinner. You gotta go wash your hands, and I'm gonna start dinner.
Can I help you though?
Yes, you're gonna help me. All right, I gotta get off here. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all for showing up, and it was kind of fun. And Miss Grace loves her 15 minutes of fame. She's so funny. She actually loves coming on here and talking to everybody. And I let her on here because everybody's pretty cool. When she would try to pop in on TikTok, and people would have meltdowns, and I just think kids should be able to be kids, and if they want to pop in and say hi, they should feel very comfortable to do that and still go on about their life. You know what I mean? Yeah, this was fantastic. Actually, I didn't even expect it going this way, which is kind of interesting, but it was helpful. And the tips and tricks and novelty when you popped in with the store idea, I can't tell you, like, it's been on my mind, and I've been contemplating that, and how can I make this work, and how can, don't get into it yet. You have to wait for me. Look, now she's ready to cook. And that's the other thing. When she's ready to do something, hurry. Yeah, I really did. I love that idea. And I'm going to start working on that because it was in the back of my mind. It was something to try and figure out. So I'm going to get to it. Okay, I got to go. Somebody's bossing me around, and we got to make some dinner. I love you guys. I appreciate you for stopping in. And I hope y'all have the best day. And I'll see you tomorrow to see where tomorrow's live takes us. Have a good day. I love you guys. Thank you for coming. Okay, I'm coming.